You've lived a sinner's life, now you've died a sinner's death. Here upon the seas of hell, a hell whale is said to be so unholy that slaying such a beast can earn you a place back in God's grace. And the captain has something that'll help find one, but he needs a crew. HELLWHALERS is a tabletop RPG of nautical and Christian horror. In it, you play damned whalers seeking to taste the flesh of a hell whale, which will grant them entry into the pearly gates of heaven. It was designed by Brewist Tabletop and Bogus Cheesecake and was published by Plus One EXP, who provided this copy. I haven't yet played this game, so all of my perspectives are purely from reading. Before I dive in, here's what you need to play. HELLWHALERS is for 2 to 5 players and a guide who acts as a GM. You need 3 6-sided dice, a whole bunch of tokens, and copies of the character sheets. You also need the Devil's Board, which is provided with the game. We start, like many RPGs, with character creation. HELLWHALERS gives the option of 6 playbooks: the guilty, the weary, the greedy, the hot-tempered, the pious, and the haunted. Each of these playbooks starts with an introduction. Here's the one for the greedy. Hell isn't so bad, so long as you know what to do. Devils torture indiscriminately, and there's not a shortage of scapegoats here. They say only an evil man thrives in hell, but you're not nearly as bad as the one who put you here. There's very few things that are valuable in hell, but as in life, as in death, and if anything can make your situation better, you want it. You need it. After all, this is hell, and no one is going to help you but you. These intros are so good, and most of this book is written like this. It just teems with flavor and personality from the very first paragraph. The core of the gameplay revolves around playbook moves. Each playbook has strong, regular, and weak moves. Regular moves, like act in your own best interest, can be used at any time without exchanging resources. Strong and weak moves, however, deal in souls. As the book says, souls are a tradable commodity in hell. Each soul was once a mortal being, but after enough decay in this terrible place, they grind down to their barest essential form. Souls are gained when a whaler has a moment of vulnerability, leans into their vices, or makes a problem worse. You can also get a soul from using a weak move, like take what isn't yours. Souls are then spent to give your character a moment in the spotlight, or to use a strong move, like fight to protect your interests. This exchanging of souls encourages players to give both highs and lows to their characters. HELLWHALERS doesn't pull punches with these moves. The Haunted, for example, has the weak move, channel your hurt to someone who doesn't deserve it. The Guilty has a strong move, indulge in something without shame. This game deals in real human troubles and the guilt and shame that often come with those troubles. One unique part of the playbooks is the lure, a move that other players can make that grants them a soul. For example, the Greedy's lure is when someone offers something useful to you, they gain a soul. This is a really clever way of encouraging players to help create character moments for each other. Souls are also used to resolve knots, obstacles that are in the path of your whalers. Knots can range from anything from choppy water to a brewing mutiny to flesh-eating gulls. Each has a complexity level, which is the number of souls that must be spent on actions to resolve the knot, and a consequence that occurs at the end of each round. Some knots, if not resolved in time, cause players to mark the claimed or wrecked table. Claimed represents the health of the whalers. When the final letter is marked, the whaler who received that blow has their final death. Alternatively, wrecked is the seaworthiness of your vessel, and when filled, your ship sinks and the game ends. Coming back around to souls, they do serve another important purpose. They're the only way to pulse the hell whale's heart. Your captain has acquired the heart of a hell whale, and if it's fed enough souls, the hell whale can hear it pulse. On the 3rd pulse, the hell whale finds your ship and the final battle begins. So collecting souls is a vital part of this game, and there is a way to get souls quick. Each night, whalers can bet their hard-earned souls on the Devil's Board. This part isn't thoroughly explained in the book, so I did have to look up some videos to fully understand, but basically, the guide rolls 3 dice. Those dice not only determine the winnings of the whalers, but also tell the guide what terrible fates are going to befall the crew the next day. This is my favorite mechanic of HELLWHALERS. It's not only a clever way to handle what are basically random encounter tables, but the results of these tables are also fun and interesting and easy to implement as a guide. Some results are pretty mild, like a slow leak, while others, like a Titan squid has taken hold of the ship, are pretty severe, but all of them provide opportunity to further the story being told at the table. There's a lot about HELLWHALERS that begs me to run it. These tables are the top of that list. There's a lot more to HELLWHALERS that I haven't touched on at all. There's a whole fishing section where you can find a vampire squid with flesh-hooking tentacles. There's a list of crew members, each with a mechanical effect that the guide keeps hidden from the players. There's also 10 different storybooks, which are tales that are divided up into small pieces of lore that the whalers can find along their journeys. But the last part that I really want to talk about is the epilogues. Eventually, your game will come to an end. And when that happens, the guide reads one of the pre-written epilogues from the back of the book. I'm not sure I've ever seen that in an RPG before. There is one epilogue for if the Hell Whale destroys the ship. But if the whalers defeat the Hell Whale, there are 6 epilogues for the guide to choose from. And nearly all of them still end in tragedy. There's only one epilogue in which the whalers actually succeed in entering heaven, and even then, it's likely not what they were expecting. This is a bold design choice, and one that I personally love. I think it ties together the themes that are weaving through HELLWHALERS. We might not ever find our happy ending, but what matters is that we cling to hope, like sea-drenched barnacles on the side of a ship, and we fight like hell for ourselves and the people around us. As Moss Powers, one of the designers, says at the end of the game, whatever your white whale, pursue it with the tenacity of the damned. Someday, we'll get there. HELLWHALERS can be found at +1 EXP. Usually. It's sold out, but it's coming back soon. If you want a copy, the best way to get one is actually through supporting the Backer Kick campaign for the expansion, the Book of Leviathan. This supplement will be adding new playbooks, epilogues, storybooks, and a bunch of other material. The campaign runs for another week, and you can add the core book of HELLWHALERS to your pledge. Set sail, whalers, and carve your way to heaven.